Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are his secret thoughts of you for the person on your mind. So please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. Before we get started with your pile selection, I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Keen. So this is how my best friend almost ruined my relationship. It started with a missed call from Emily on my boyfriend Kyle's phone at a weird time. Then I saw a missed call from Kyle on Emily's phone as well. I wondered why they'd call each other while I'm at work. My heart raced. I trust them, but I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. I felt uneasy about Emily before. A year ago, I noticed how she and Kyle seemed to click, sharing jokes and glances that made me uncomfortable. Once I even caught Emily smiling at a message from Kyle, and when I asked him about it, he said it was private. I just dismissed it as paranoia due to my trust issues, but the doubt lingered. The new incident made my old suspicions resurface. Kyle became more secretive, always on his phone, which was unusual for him, and Emily started cancelling plans last minute, which wasn't like her. Everything seemed off and my anxiety grew. I confronted Kyle about the call, but he brushed it off as a mistake. But when I asked Emily, she said she didn't even remember calling at all. Their vague answers made me even more anxious. I needed to know the truth, so that's when I decided to consult with a tarot reader from Keen. I browsed Keen's website, searching for the right psychic for my situation. I found one specializing in relationship readings with great reviews. But it was her energy that caught my attention, so I decided to consult with her, hoping she could reveal the truth. I explained my fears and asked for clarity. As she began typing, I just felt a gnawing anxiety, fearing the truth I might hear. She told me the cards speak of betrayal, and my stomach dropped. Then she added, but they also speak of celebration, a union of hearts. Confused and frustrated, I asked, what does that mean? Her vagueness felt like torture. The truth lies in what you choose to see. The betrayal may not be what you think. Sometimes the heart sees what it fears, not what is real, she responded. I left the chat more confused than ever. Over the next few days, her words echoed in my mind, turning every interaction with Kyle and Emily into something sinister. The final straw came when I saw Kyle and Emily together at a coffee shop, speaking in hushed tones. They didn't see me, but I saw enough to confirm the worst. I left in tears. Back home, I felt broken. How could they betray me? But as I paced around, the tarot reader's words returned to me. Celebration? Union of hearts? Could there be another explanation? The next day, I decided to confront them. I know something's going on, I blurted out. Just tell me the truth. Kyle and Emily exchanged a glance, then smiled. We were going to tell you tonight, Emily said softly. Tell me what? I demanded. Kyle pulled out a small velvet box. We've been planning a special anniversary surprise for you. Our 3-year anniversary is next month. Emily helped me because you trust her taste more than mine. My mind reeled as everything fell into place. The strange calls, the secret meetings, the cryptic conversations. It was all for me. I felt a flood of relief and guilt. The tarot reader's words made sense now. The betrayal was actually my own mistrust, twisted by my fears. I hugged them both, tears streaming down my face as the weight of doubt lifted. They've been planning something beautiful for me, not against me. So I realized that sometimes trust means choosing to see love, even when fear blinds you. I hope you enjoyed that little nugget of my personal life, and if you've had thoughts about something you need clarity on, Keen connects you with talented psychics, tarot readers, and astrologers, available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so you can get a reading whenever it suits you. Just create an account and you'll be able to choose from the hundreds of readers who are online right now. Each reader has unique gifts and specialties, so whether you need insights on love, career, or life in general, they can provide deeper understanding and guidance. Choose whichever reader best suits you, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone call or text chat. It's always best to get a personal psychic reading if you'd like more accurate information on your situation, because it is directed only to your energies. Now, here's your chance to get a personalized reading from Keen. As a new customer on Keen, you can try your first 5 minutes for only $1. Go to trykeen.com/psychicsirenttarot or click the link in my description box below to receive a discount on your first reading. Thank you, Keen, for bringing this partnership opportunity and for sponsoring today's video. That's trykeen.com/psychicsirenttarot or click the link in my description box below to get your own personalized reading today at a huge discount. So getting back to your pile selection, we have 3 piles to choose from. For pile number 1, we have Rose Quartz with the 6 of Swords. For pile number 2, we have Pyrite with the High Priestess in the reverse. And for pile number 3, we have the Shell with the 5 of Pentacles. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So once you're done picking a pile for yourself, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number 1s. If you chose this Rose Quartz crystal and the 6 of Swords, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at his secret thoughts about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you find that these messages do resonate, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, please find my email address in the description box below. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards and see what comes up for you. Okay, so Spirit Guides of pile number 1, Spirit Guides of pile number 1, his secret thoughts about pile number 1. So the first card you have is Knight of Swords reversed. His secret thoughts about pile number 1 for the person on their mind. 5 of Wands. The King of Cups. The Lovers. And the 3 of Cups reversed. Okay, there is no easy way to say this, pile number 1, but whatever man you're asking about, he doesn't really seem to be the type of man that is really committed. I'm getting like a vibe of commitment issues, like somebody that can't really be with just one person, and that's a whole vibe I'm getting, and I don't know how to explain it, but when I look at these cards, that's all I see. So there is no easy way to say this. I feel like some of you are in a lot of you watching this pile are in a third-party connection. Some of you could have been married to this person or could have been in a very serious connection to this man, and you saw yourself like marrying him or something like that. And for others of you, I'm seeing a situation like, this is weird, I'm just channeling this, but I'm seeing some of you could be the third party, where some of you are like dating a married man or something. And I don't agree with this, but I'm channeling the energy. So I'm going to say what I see here, honestly. And if you are the third party with the married man, respectfully, like, no. I don't know how to not make this sound mean, pile number 1, but I don't agree with this, but I'm channeling it, and yeah. The thing is, if you are the third party and you are going towards a man that's married, if he's doing that to his wife, what makes you think he won't do that to you? I don't know how I got into this situation with this reading, because I asked Spirit, like, please don't give me messages, like weird messages, but oh, this is coming out. Okay, so pile number 1, I don't know what else to say. Honestly, like, this seems like a really messy, complicated situation that you can get out of. Even if you feel very emotionally attached to this man, you can get out of this. And I don't think this man is healthy for you, pile number one. If I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think this is healthy to be, in a connection with somebody that isn't loyal or committing to you the way you deserve. Regardless of what the situation is, whether you're the third party or whether this man has other women. But that is the scenario I'm seeing, like either or of those. What Spirit is saying here, I know we're going to get into his secret thoughts, but what Spirit is saying here is you can change the situation with the Six of Swords. You can get out of the situation. You're not stuck in this situation. There are men out there that will love you the way you deserve, and you don't have to stay in this situation. But I'll give you what you came here for, so I'll tell you his secret thoughts. But if you do want to know about this, please brace yourself because I will be honest with everything I see. So, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings when I say these things. I'm just saying what I'm channeling here, what I'm seeing intuitively. So, I see this man thinking of you and the other women. I don't know what the situation is. It could be different for all of you. Some of you, like I said, are the third party, where some of you know he has other women he's entertaining and he's not like committing to you, but I see him thinking of both you and the other women he is entertaining, and that is his secret thoughts. Like, he has feelings for all of you, which is weird to say, but I'm seeing it. I see this energy where I keep seeing like a marriage. I don't know why. Four of Wands is at the back of the deck. I keep seeing a marriage. And I keep seeing this man. He feels like he can't be alone. Like, even if he was to, let's say, break up with somebody, he would go on to the next so quickly. I feel like this man doesn't know how to be alone. Whoever I'm channeling here. And he doesn't seem to know what love is. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Like, you don't know what love is. Not you, this person, this man. And it just seems like he has multiple options. Like, he can never really stick to one person. I'm seeing like real commitment issues. I'm seeing a man that runs when things get too real. Or, like when there's a problem or a challenge, he runs. 11:11 on the clock, so confirmation. Yeah, this doesn't seem like the greatest situation, pal one. Like I told you, this is a messy situation. This is a complicated situation. And the thing is, as much as you may love this man, the more you get involved with a man like this, the more you feel stuck, the more you feel like you lose a part of yourself. Trust me, I know. I've been there, done that. Well, I had an ex that cheated on me for the longest time, and I know what it feels like. So trust me, pile number one, it might hurt to walk away from a man like this, but trust me, it's gonna hurt more staying in a connection where you don't feel like you're fully being treated the way you deserve. Okay? That is what Spirit is telling me. Honest truth. The thing is, this man knows what you want to hear. I see that he is a little bit manipulative, if I'm going to be honest. He knows what you want to hear. He knows what other women need to hear or want to hear. So he knows how to like sort of pull on your heartstrings, pile number one. And I can see that you have real feelings towards him. And he just thinks that, if pile number one leaves, I can just tell pile number one all these beautiful things, and pile number one will stay. So it's like this man knows he's being dishonest, knows he's doing something wrong. Like the energy I'm seeing here is like he knows he's being disloyal, but he knows that if he tells a woman what she wants to hear, all these lovey-dovey stuff, he knows what he can get away with. And that is the issue here for me, because this man, like I'm asking Spirit, does he even regret anything? Because I genuinely don't understand the mindset of people that can just cheat and go wherever. I genuinely don't understand the mindset behind it, but he doesn't even feel guilty or remorseful or shameful, which is really alarming to me. That is a red flag right there. a huge red flag. So I'm warning you, pile number one, please don't be involved with this man. And if you're not involved with him anymore, then good on you, good for you leaving, because this man is not good news. And the thing is, it's not just you, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with your worth as a woman watching, or even if you're not a woman watching, it has nothing to do with you or your worth. The thing is, men like this, and not just men in general, people like this, they do it regardless of the person. So I'm feeling like he's done this in every relationship of his, so it's not just you. So don't take it personally. This is him showing you who he is deep down. And his secret thoughts are that he doesn't feel regret and he would do it again. That is my honest truth of how I'm seeing these cards, how I'm seeing the energy. Remember, I'm not just a tarot reader, I can also see energies. And energies don't lie. The thing is, you are a very compassionate person with a very good heart, pile number one, and I feel like you had such deep feelings towards this man. He also has deep feelings towards you, but he just doesn't know how to commit. He doesn't know how to stick to one person, and I think you deserve a whole lot better than this. That's what Spirit is saying to me. So his secret thoughts are like, I will always come back and tell you what you want to hear, and he knows that you're somebody that's has a really good heart, that is really compassionate, and sometimes you feel so much empathy where he will pull on your heartstrings. He knows that. That's his secret thoughts. I feel like like I said, he's very manipulative. I'm sensing that energy in his thoughts. He's not your soulmate, pile number one. Like, that's what I'm hearing from Spirit. He's not your soulmate. A soulmate wouldn't treat you like this. And he's gonna miss out on a lot. Like, he's gonna miss out on a whole lot with you. He's gonna miss his opportunity with you, fumble the bag, like he already has. And the thing is, I don't see him taking accountability or even regretting it. And the thing is, I feel like he feels stuck in like long-term romantic connections where he feels this internal conflict of like, yes, I have feelings for this person. And these are his thoughts like, yes, I have feelings for this person. But I see he's like a runner. Because I'm hearing that song, She's a Runner, She's a Track Star, that song. So it's like he's running from his relationships. And it's not just you, you're not the only one he's done this to. So yeah, very heavy energy, sorry pile number one, but this is what I see here. I can't change what I see here, so I have to be honest with you. I'm almost feeling very hot in this energy, as if I just like want to crawl out of my skin. This energy is very uncomfortable for me to be in, if I'm gonna be honest. But I feel like I'm feeling his energy, kind of like how I said he likes to run. So I almost feel like when he's put on the spot or questioned about his intentions or about if he's really gonna change, it's almost like he starts to sweat and get nervous because inside, deep down, he really knows he doesn't have any intention of changing. And like I said, there's this internal conflict here where one part of him does want to be with you, but another part of him also wants to be free and explore other women. And that here's the issue. Let's pull some oracle cards for you, pile number one. Okay, so the next card we have is Black Tourmaline with Pluto and Regeneration. We have Etman Star with Conviction in the reverse with Red Jasper. We have the Sun in the reverse with Citrine and Clarity. I think as I get deeper into his thoughts, I see that he has a guard up in love, and he can't let his guard down. I don't know who hurt this man or what is wrong with this man, like, I don't know, but what I'm just seeing is he has such a wall up, such a guard up, and he has like an avoidant attachment is what I feel in his energy. I don't think he's aware of this. This is not his thoughts, but like I'm seeing the energy. And with Pluto, I think This is like a very taboo subject. That's why Pluto's coming up here. Because this is a very heavy subject. And I'm sure it's very heavy to hear these messages. So again, I'm sorry, but this is what I'm seeing. With regeneration, I feel like he's telling himself he can change, but I don't think he really wants to change. And with conviction in the reverse, I don't think he really truly believes it when he tells himself that. Do you know what Spirit's telling me? Do you know when you're like, okay, I'm gonna get up early tomorrow and go do all these things I've been putting off. And in your mind you're like, I'm not really gonna get up. But I'm just telling myself that. I'm seeing that energy where it's like Spirit is using that as a metaphor or an example to say that he tells himself he can change, but really deep down he doesn't believe it. That is his secret thought. He tells himself in his mind, in his secret thoughts, you know, the right woman can have a ring on her finger and I will commit to the right woman. But he doesn't really believe that deep down because he's had so many women that were the potential right woman for him, but he messed that up. He won't tell you that, pile number one, but I'm seeing it in the cards. You're not the first person he's done this to, and you're not the last. That's what I want to say. I think he's avoiding taking accountability and looking in the mirror of his own actions. I'm hearing bad habit. Is that a song? Like I'm hearing it in my mind. I don't know if that's a song or just words. Spirit is telling me like a bad habit of his, but I think it's more than a bad habit. It's become a pattern. It's something he's constantly doing. And the thing is, nobody's calling him out on his BS, and he keeps getting away with it, so he keeps doing it. Because he believes that, you know, if he does this to a woman, they're not gonna leave. That's why I say he's really manipulative, because he says sorry, but he doesn't have intention of changing. That is manipulation, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel like he has so many excuses because I'm just hearing Spirit say excuses, excuses, excuses in my mind. So, I feel your ancestors coming through, like feminine ancestors that are very protective over you, and they give me the type of vibe where they're like those types of people where when they were on Earth, they gave tough love and they told it as it is. And I feel like if they were really here in real life and he could see them, your ancestors would cuss this man out, like to protect you, to show you like you deserve better. So I keep seeing them in my mind, like cussing this man out. And it's making me laugh. And ancestors will often have their human traits when they pass. So that is normal to me to channel. They will often act like how they did when they were human on Earth. So with Sun in reverse, I'm getting the feeling that he chases happiness in people. He's not really happy deep down, and this is his secret thought. Like, maybe not with you per se, but he's just not happy deep down. So he chases happiness through things that he perceives will fill his void. But it never does. It never fulfills him. With clarity in reverse, he doesn't know why he's doing this. It's like unconscious to him, where he knows he's doing it, but he doesn't want to take accountability or look in the mirror or figure out why he's doing it because he runs from his own emotions. The thing is, this man does feel things for you, but he runs from his own emotions. He runs from his emotions in general, even not even having to do with relationships, just his emotions in general. So I feel like I would be surprised if he actually finds out the reason why, because I feel like every time he feels something like, oh, I'm not really happy, he will run from that feeling or emotional thought and try to distract himself from it. And that's not good, because if he were to look into that, he could find the root reason behind why he is acting this way and change that behavior, but he's not. He runs from it. And what Spirit is telling me is like you could give everything to this man on a silver platter. Spirit is showing me the Cater to You song by Beyonce. Like you could cater everything to this man. You could have a fully successful relationship with this man and he will still run. And that shows it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with the person he is. And these are his secret thoughts. Well, some of it was Spirit's messages, some of it was his secret thoughts, but I do hope this reading resonated and brought clarity your way and helped you see the truth of the situation. So yeah, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this Pyrite crystal and the High Priestess reverse, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what are his secret thoughts about you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. If you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, then please click on post notifications. Also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, then you can find my email address in the description box below. So let's go ahead and shuffle your cards. Let's see what comes up for you. But immediately as I'm in your energy, I see this man thinking that you're glowing, because like I'm seeing a woman clairvoyantly where she's like standing outside in the sun and the sun is hitting her in all the right spots and she's just glowing and she has a big smile, a big beautiful smile, and like I just see him falling even more in love with her every time he looks at her smile. So even if you're not a woman watching, there is a feeling here of him like secretly thinking you're glowing, secretly thinking he's falling more and more in love with you every day, and there's something about your smile that is so beautiful or handsome. Of course, depending on the gender of the person watching this pile. So I'm hearing the song now by Mac Miller, my favorite part. So go listen to that song if you feel drawn, if you feel called to. Yeah, let's shuffle these cards. So, what are his secret thoughts about pile number 2 for the man on their mind? So, the first card you have is the Ten of Wands reversed. The second card you have is, well, third card is the Knight of Wands. Then you have the Hierophant reversed. Then you have the King of Pentacles reversed. And the Emperor reversed. Okay, you have the Ace of Swords at the back of the deck. Okay, so what I'm seeing in your pile number 2, is I think he feels something deeper towards you. I think you and him have a soul connection. That's just what I'm feeling from the energies. So, like I said, in a lot of my readings, I don't just read the cards, I feel energies, I see visions, all of that jazz. And I feel like he feels something deeper towards you that is unexplainable with words, like a deeper soul connection. I don't know if he believes in soulmates or not, but it kind of feels like he gave up on the idea of true love until he met you. And I see that as one of his secret thoughts about you that he's been having very recently. Like he used to think true love didn't exist. He used to think that love you see in romance novels or, rom-coms aren't real, that soulmates aren't real, it's just not realistic. But when he started meeting you, his mind changed on all of that. And that's what I'm sensing intuitively from the High Priestess reverse, Ten of Wands reverse, where it's like now he doesn't want to give up on the thought of true love. I know this sounds very like fairy tale kind of like, but this is the messages I'm getting here. I won't just tell you something if it's not what I'm getting. Okay, so I really feel like I feel an insecurity within him as I tap into his deepest thoughts. I am hearing in my mind, what did I do to deserve you? I'm seeing Beauty and Beast and the Beast clairvoyantly, and I'm being shown that whoever you're asking about this man, he feels a little bit insecure, and I'll tell you the reason why. I felt a wound in my solar plexus chakra, which usually represents an insecurity or a wound of not feeling worthy of the things we're speaking about in the reading. So maybe not feeling worthy of the love you're giving. And I think when he looks at himself, he's thinking in his mind, like, I know I'm not perfect. I have my flaws, but you still love me and accept me anyways. And yes, I can see in the cards this man's not perfect. He has his own flaws. And I'm not talking about physical flaws, but like internal things he'd like to change about himself. And sometimes he feels like what did he do to deserve a person like you that just accepts him as he is and doesn't try to change him? So I feel his energy like that towards you. Sometimes he feels insecure, like, what if you leave me for somebody else much better than me? What if you leave me for another man that's much richer than me, more handsome, more romantic, whatever it is? Like, I see an energy like that. I think this man has a father wound, and I think he has wounds around not feeling lovable because of that father wound. Or it could even be a mother wound, but I'm mostly picking up on father wound. And there's something about, I don't think he's conscious of this thought, but I'm tapping into it. He hasn't spoken about it because I feel it in my throat chakra as if he hasn't spoken about this to anybody because it's too painful. But I see him thinking to himself, like, if you can love me as I am, then true love must exist then. Because with the Hierophant reverse, it's like sometimes he's very hard on himself. Like when he knows he needs to learn from something or do something and he doesn't do it up to his own standards, he's very hard on himself. So when you're not hard on him that same way, it makes him believe in true love, even though he once lost hope in that. And that is the theme of the reading I'm seeing here in his secret thoughts of you. This is actually so cute. His secret thoughts of you are that you are somebody with two sides to you in the best possible way, or multiple sides to you where you have a very dynamic personality. And he loves that about you because you're not just like always the same. You have different sides to you, and it keeps things exciting, if that makes sense. Like you're not predictable, is what I'm hearing. You're always very fun to be around, where he even sees you as like somebody that he has a friendship with, not just romance. And I think he's very highly attracted to you, where he just can't hide the attraction he has towards you. Also, you bring him hope in terms of love. Like I said before, there is a lot of hope here for the future. He hasn't exactly told you all these thoughts. It makes sense. This is his secret thoughts. But I feel it in my throat chakra. He hasn't told you about this. He hasn't told you about like his hopes and kind of wishes about the future. I think he wants to get his ish together, fix himself up. And when I say that, this is his thoughts, not mine. He perceives it as I want to work on myself and become a better man. For pile number 2, before I make all these promises about the future. So I think he first wants to like work on himself as a person. And he feels like the more he's in this relationship with you, the more he becomes a better version of himself without you telling him to do so. He feels like he's releasing an old version of himself that no longer serves him, because I just saw the angel number 919, and is becoming a newer version of himself. But he also feels, and his secret thoughts are surrounding money. Like he doesn't feel like he's quite there yet. He wants to accomplish something, become more responsible, become more independent, be able to provide for both of you. King of Pentacles is reversed, but I feel his ambitious nature where he wants to succeed in his career to also help bring independence to both of you and freedom financially to both of you. He wants to become more hardworking and responsible, and I almost hear like become a real man, but I'm not saying he needs to do that. I'm hearing his thoughts, pile number 2, so I promise I'm not saying that. But I'm hearing that in my mind, like he wants to be a better version of himself. And that is his secret thoughts about you, because it's not just for you, but for himself too. Because he can't expect God, the universe, to give him the greatest person ever and not work on himself. So that's what he's thinking in his mind, going back to that thing I said in the beginning of like, what did I do to deserve you? It's like he sees you as a sweet angel, because I keep being drawn to these wings here. And she's literally glowing here and he's also glowing, which kind of confirms what I said as well. Like he thinks you're glowing. His secret thoughts are surrounding the fact that he's never been so excited about the future than he has with you. He's ready to take this risk in love and not fear the outcome, because sometimes he does fear the outcome, like what if I get hurt? But with you, those doubts kind of fall away because of the type of person you are. And I think with you, he sees your love kind of like an adventure, like I don't know how to explain it, but he just feels free around you. And he does want to take action towards you and not let fear hold him back towards, going towards love with you, because love is not fear, is what I'm hearing in my mind. So let's go ahead and pull your oracle cards now. I see that he actually thinks of you a lot. Sometimes he even worries about you. Like let's say you go out today and you go run errands or something simple. He's kind of like worried about your well-being, like did you get home safe? I see him worrying about you. I see him thinking of you a lot, more than you actually realize. Even when he's busy, he's thinking of you. Like you're always in the back of his mind is what I see here. So your next card is Turquoise, Earth Element, and Perseverance, which kind of ties up what I said earlier, where it's like he wants to get his ish together. With the Earth Element here, it kind of makes me feel like he wants to build his life. He wants to build himself into a better version of himself. He wants to focus on his health. He wants to become a better version of himself, a better man. You know what I mean? That's what I feel from this pile's energy. I feel like he wants to keep showing you like he's here to stay in the long run. Although he has a lot of fun in your relationship, I'm hearing like I'm not just here for a good time, I'm here to stay. So I'm literally getting goosebumps in your energy. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's like he feels so much love towards you and he wants to stay in the long run. He wants this connection to last. He wants it to have a stable foundation, and he believes that your love is strong. Where with Saturn at the back of the deck, he believes that even if your connection goes through challenges, you two have a strong enough connection where nothing can sort of shake your connection, is what I'm hearing. The next card you have is Apophyllite with Jupiter and Curiosity. So with Jupiter, this is a planet of luck, but also expansion. So this kind of confirms what I said, where he feels like, what did I do to deserve you? Because he feels very lucky to have a person like you in his life. But Jupiter, like I said, is also a planet of expansion. Whatever it touches, it expands in very huge, miraculous ways. So I feel like he feels and secretly thinks that, the more he's with you, the more he grows as a person, the more he expands as a person, the more of what he thought love was changes and becomes more healthy and secure. And even when he has these fears with the earth element here, it's like he grows in a way where he feels more secure in your connection because of the type of person you are, because of the type of values you do have, and because he knows you would never do anything to hurt him. He does have a curiosity, though, as to what your secret thoughts are of him. I do also think with the ring light, it looks like a ring light here, so it kind of reminds me of photos. I do think that he secretly like thinks about you while looking at photos of you or photos of you together. I don't want to say this because this sounds like I don't want to sound like I'm making this up. I promise, pile two. But I wouldn't say this if I didn't see it. Again, I just clairvoyantly saw like a large engagement ring. So I think this man, he hasn't told you about this, but he has plans for the future with you. And he has this idea of like, I want to spend the rest of my life with this person. Like, I'm serious about you. I see him thinking that in his mind. And Spirit wouldn't have shown me an engagement ring if it wasn't true. Like, Spirit isn't gonna tell you or sell you dreams. You get what I mean? And then we have abundance here with smoky amazonite and regular star. So this kind of confirms what I said earlier, where he does want to increase in abundance. He does want to work on his finances and become more secure here with the earth element. Yeah. And then we have the fire element with aragonite and initiation and peach selenite, universal chakra, and insights. I feel like his spirit guides are kind of speaking to him and telling him to just like go towards this with you and not fear anything and just continue to have the passion towards you and not give up even if there are challenges in your connection that you can get through it. I feel like his spirit guides and your spirit guides are constantly encouraging him that he can grow as a person, that he is deserving of this love. I see them kind of whispering in his ear. And like now my ear is kind of ticklish as if somebody's whispering in my ear. And now I'm seeing a bunny, so he secretly thinks that you're so cute like a bunny, or you're very gentle like a bunny. He secretly has a lot of passion towards you with the fire element, and like I said earlier, he's very excited about the future and the new beginnings you could potentially have together. I also think he thinks of like traveling with you or doing fun, exciting things with you that you've never done before. So he secretly thinks of that and taking the initiative to do that for you without you asking. So this is what I have for you, pile number 2. This was such a cute reading. Like, I don't even know how to explain how I feel. Like this reading just uplifted my spirits. So thank you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this shell and the 5 of Pentacles and this is your reading, we're going to be taking a look at what are his secret thoughts about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you happen to find yourself resonating with these messages, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. Also, if you'd like to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to click on post notifications. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So let's get started with your reading. Let's shuffle your cards. I don't know why, but I'm getting a few messages right off the bat, but let's just shuffle your cards and then I'll decipher them. Firstly, I feel like I'm tapping into somebody that has a little bit of forgetfulness because I started your reading and I'm like, I swear I did this and then I didn't, and it just felt like I was forgetful of something. So yeah, I don't know if that's your energy or his energy I'm picking up on. We have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Death card. We have Strength. And we have the 9 of Cups. And your last card is the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I'm also getting a song. You know that song that's like, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream? That kid's song. So I was hearing it in my mind. So I feel like maybe this is pointing towards him going through some kind of inner child healing right now. Five of Pentacles could indicate that he was a child that when he was a child, he didn't receive much of his needs, either physically or emotionally. And due to that, it's caused him to neglect his own needs within his life today, if that makes sense. It's caused him to put himself last. I think he also wasn't shown a healthy perspective of love. I don't think he has a secure attachment. I think he has a lot of childhood wounds that he is currently healing. And the reason Spirit's telling me this is because it affects your connection to this person. Spirit wouldn't just bring something up if it didn't matter. So the reason Spirit is bringing it up is to help you understand that it is affecting your connection negatively. So right now he's going through a healing phase where he is meant to heal his inner child and give his inner child what that little boy didn't receive. So the shell can point towards a cleansing, a healing, which is why I was probably drawn to it for you, Pile. And the storyline I see here is a wounded man. Look at the swords in his back. So the death card here makes me think like maybe some of you have already ended things with this man, or there is a separation here. And if that is not the case, then I think the death card could represent him going through a change or transformation right now within his energy, where he's meant to purge this, where he's meant to release this, so that your connection can become stronger and also transform. Because the thing is, our relationships are a mirror to the relationship we have with ourselves. If we have an unhealthy relationship to ourselves, if we have certain wounds around childhood and we don't have that secure attachment, it does affect our relationship to others, but it doesn't mean that it can't be healed or worked on. If we become self-aware of it, we know what's coming up and we know how to then deal with it in a way that is healthy for us. So the storyline I'm seeing here is, like I said, for some of you, you're in separation with this person or have ended things because of the way their behaviors or actions have affected the connection. Or some of you are seeing this person go through a transformation as well, if you're still with this person. I feel like for the longest time, this person has tried to numb the pain or escape from the pain with different means. So that could be games, that could be smoking, that could be drinking, that could be your relationship, whatever it is, it can be anything. But I do feel like an escapist mindset, or not mindset, escapism. I feel that energy. So I think in terms of his secret thoughts of you, I think he's realizing how his childhood affected his connection with you in many different ways. And that's why it's also coming up within this reading, because he feels like if he worked on this sooner, maybe he wouldn't miss an opportunity with you. Because especially if you're in separation with this man and he feels like he hurt you as a result of his own wounds and pain, he does feel remorse and guilt for it, and he does blame himself for it. Like, if I just worked on myself and healed myself, we wouldn't be in this situation. So I feel an energy within my throat chakra as if he can't bear to tell you this. Like, he feels embarrassed and shameful. If you are still with this man, then how I'm seeing the Ace of Pentacles is like he's scared to lose you. He's scared to fumble the bag, scared to miss an opportunity with you because of his own wounds. So I think he's starting to become aware of how his childhood has kind of shaped him today. He is trying to be stronger emotionally and face these deeper wounds in himself. Because I'm looking at these knives in her back and I'm almost getting the feeling of spirit telling me, you can't just stay and leave these knives in your back. You have to heal them. You have to go to the doctor. You have to heal them. You can't just leave them on your back because of course it's going to hurt. So spirit is using that as a metaphor to describe the wounds this person has that he hasn't healed. But it's been hurting the whole time, but he has to heal it, you know? So I feel like he is becoming aware of what he needs to heal, and he's trying to figure out, where do I start? Page of Pentacles reverse makes me feel like he hasn't come up with a plan yet. He has just become aware of it. So I think he's going to start trying to come up with a plan of like how he can let go of the things that have happened to him, how he can kind of heal himself from that and become stronger with the Strength card. That is his secret thoughts. He secretly thinks that you made him stronger in a way where you always supported him emotionally and made him feel as though somebody is there for him, that you were stronger together as a couple, and he still wants this connection with the Nine of Cups, regardless of the state of your connection right now. So even if you're not with this person right now, I still see him wanting and wishing for you. And if you are with this person right now, he does still want and wish for this connection, which is why he is trying to change something about himself and heal so that he doesn't lose you. Because I keep hearing, I don't want to lose you. The thing is, in his secret thoughts of you, he's always felt fully satisfied in your connection. He's always felt fully content within your connection. And he's always felt like you sort of just nurtured him. I think your love was healing to his inner child in a way, because I'm seeing, this is going to sound weird, but I'm seeing you give him the type of love his inner child has never received. And I'm not saying like you mothered this person, but it's almost like you just gave this person the love they never received before. And that was so healing to this person. I think this person's reflecting on this. He's gotten everything he's ever wished for in this connection, everything he's ever wanted with you. And that's what I'm seeing with the Nine of Cups. So he wouldn't want to let this go or let this kind of like connection fall apart. He wants to fix this connection, like whatever was broken due to his own wounds. So I do think he has remorse, and I do think he feels regretful of some things that were done or said. Because I'm seeing that quote, hurt people hurt people. So that is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. I think you have spoken to him about the things he needs to work on before, but he didn't actually follow through on that or procrastinated with that. But I think it was due to the fact that he felt so much pain that he couldn't face it at the time. And I think subconsciously he was pushing it off. But the thing is, he doesn't want to lose you, and he doesn't want to miss a chance with you. He feels like he's invested so much time, love, effort into this connection that he just can't bear to think of losing you, if that makes sense. Not just because of the things he's given in the connection, but just because he feels like this is everything he's ever wanted and he doesn't want to lose you. So I'm getting that feeling in this pile very strongly. I'm seeing a red candle clairvoyantly. I don't know what that's about, but red candles to me represent lust, passion, love, romance, but fire also represents passion. So I think spirit is pointing towards that. But let's see what else comes up. So we have Emerald, Mercury, and Cognizance. We have Azurite with Saturn and Discipline. And we have Rose Quartz with Venus and Empathy. So with Mercury here, Mercury is the planet of the mind, but also communication. And this water element card wants to pop out too. So water relates to feelings in tarot. So I think what this is telling me is he wants to open up about his thoughts that I spoke about today in his secret thoughts of you. He wants to open up about it to you and communicate what's on his mind with you and not just keep it to himself, so that you can see and fully understand like his perspective of things and what's going on in his mind and what's going on in his emotions. So I do think he's thinking of telling you everything I've spoken about today. His secret thoughts are around like his own hardships he's experienced in life, where it just feels like he can't get a break from the bad things that have happened to him in his life. And I don't know, I feel like he's had a very hard life with Saturn here. He's had a lot of challenges in life, more than the average person, and he just doesn't know how strong he is to endure all of that. Like, yes, he can endure a lot, but he doesn't want to endure more stress in his life. And now he wants to heal those things he's experienced, but it's very hard. It's very painful to look into that. But I think with discipline here, he is going to stay disciplined in his healing journey. So that is his intention here. I also do think with Venus, there are secret thoughts and feelings around the amount of love he has for you, because Venus is a planet of love and romance, but it's also a planet of beauty. So he secretly thinks that you're so beautiful inside and out, and you always like show him love and empathy, and there's something about you really seeing him and understanding him and making him feel like he can open up to you in terms of his feelings because of how you treat him. His secret thoughts are that of like, you see me and understand me deeper than I understand myself. So I see him thinking that in his mind, and I see that sometimes he feels unworthy because of his childhood experiences. And with you, of course, there is a lot of passion and sensuality, but that's not all it is. It's deeper than that. There are more emotions than that. And the thing is, he doesn't want to hide any of the feelings he has towards you. He doesn't want to hide any of the thoughts he has. Like, he wants to share it with you. Although he is scared to go within and heal all his wounds, he does want to show you like he will do it, and he does want to show you that he can sort of like break free from that and not have it affect your relationship anymore. In his heart and mind, I see him purely just having good intentions towards you, loving intentions towards you, and he wants to build trust with you and show you that, you know, like he's here to stay. He wants to be with you. He actually believes he's meant to be with you and that he met you for a reason. That's what he's secretly thinking. And I feel like even if there has been some hurt and pain or challenges within this connection, it hasn't been an easy connection. He does still love you and does still have the best intentions towards you, even if he unintentionally like hurt you, if that makes sense. Even if he unintentionally hurt you, if that makes sense. So I think this is all Spirit is showing me for now. I think this is the gist of everything I see. So I really hope this reading resonated with you, pile number 3. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.